So the next speaker is Lawrence Lee.
Wow.
And so the topic will be breaking limits. However, this introduction is really interesting. We'll be playing a video to introduce Lawrence. So while we're waiting, how's everyone so far on a Friday evening? Good?
Lonely.
Lonely?
My
You're a bit lonely.
Why not? There you
Alright. Yeah? Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, you're in your underwear.
Underwear, yes. Lawrence Lee, and this when I'm at home. I'm limited by my handicap. When I'm at home, I got to sit on a wheelchair, I got to use my walker because I take out my prosthetic legs. So indeed, I'm limited. But life is not about limits. Life is about breaking limits. And that's why I'm here today, to share with you how to break limits, to break free, and do things that you think is impossible. And this is my gift to you today. So please, pay attention, and I have something valuable for you. And have a great day. Bye-bye. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, actually that video was private to him, but he said put it on. And then, yeah, life, we know we have limits, but there is also things beyond limits, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. Why? Because if you don't stretch yourself, you do not know how far you could go and how powerful you are until you test yourself. And it's better if you can do it under a controlled situation than something happen and you have your leg amputated. Or now I have my kidney failure, I go on dialysis. So how do you handle that? So these are some difficulties. But I wanted to look at this topic because life is more than that. Imagine, you might look at a circle and circle. So that means this could be my comfort zone. It could be a circle, a square, or a triangle, anything you can imagine. What's your boundary? Where's your limitation? And you know, you could do more than you can. And you may surprise yourself. And that's always the danger. Three parts of all this. You are dynamic, you are here, you are paying attention, you are here, you are present, dynamic. Or you could be static. Or the worst thing, in nature, a lot of things, it goes the other way. Entropy. Anyone heard of this word, entropy? Entropy or atrophy or degeneration. So we could be in this mode. So unless we pay attention to some of this area, you do not know how far you could go. And sometimes it's about breaking limits. That's what I'm talking about. It's really breaking limits in relationship, in your career, in your life, or spirituality, meditation, go to a higher level. So this is the thing. But how do we go about it? The challenge is very basic. I use B, C, D. We say B is starts with you, your belief. You believe you can break limits. You can do more than you are now. You can stretch out. You can be the best in the world. First you believe. And this is important because if you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, and most probably you could. So the first thing is your own belief. Here, the things also you need, there's the belief, and the other thing, very important thing is that there's always that calibration. Calibration means the fine-tuning. Do you know high performance car, they are fine-tuned? Anyone follow Formula 1 racing? Or love it or see? Do you know behind it at the back, people, maybe for the bankers, there's a lot of screen, they were monitoring the car. Monitoring. You know how many points are on the car, a racing car? Any idea? Anyone got an idea how many points in the car they are monitoring?
45.
Huh? 45, 25? About 500 points.
Huh?
Don't have to believe me, you can always Google, okay? Yeah. Something happened. Modified your change. You see, so that's the thing when it comes into high performance psychology. If I drive an ordinary car, maybe I service that lasts 6 months or that. But actually you buy a high performance car, it costs you so much more. If you're driving the Ferrari or the Lamborghini, because the fine tuning is so important to be precise. And this makes a lot of difference. That's when I say about you break out limits. Because limits can be too high or too low. That's when you individually got to calibrate according to yourself, according to ability, and test it out. Even for my leg, actually, I got good physio. I mean, these are usually I can walk, but she was good. She makes sure I walk nicely, not just walk. I can walk like that. I can walk also. But how can you walk nicely so that people don't pay attention? They won't even notice it. So you walk right rather than imbalance. And actually, I had someone who was fixing the legs. Actually, they can calibrate how I stand too much this side. So there's calibration. That means there's a lot of calibration in our life. So it depends on how much you want to observe yourself, want to stretch your limits. And that's very powerful. Because one thing why I talk about breaking limits is that I think as long as you believe you can keep breaking limits. If you don't, you might go the other way. So we want to be in dynamic energy, breaking limits like static, or you go the other way around. Because now, I'm 64 years old. I'm still up there, I'm still doing things. I don't sit back and do nothing. Yeah, so again, you don't know how far to go. And I think next week I'm going to sign up to do some Tai Chi class. And also do that.
Kickboxing.
Tai Chi is a martial art, so don't think that it's slow. It's actually very fast.
Yeah, it's a martial art.
So it's the breaking limits that are challenging. Like some of you who may want to run marathon, want to run, because they are testing on yourself. And when you test it, there's always a sense of relief. Like someone who do a marathon, you run 26 miles, 42 kilos, you die for a while. You may not win the prize, it's not easy to win one. But, so that's the testing limits I'm talking about. Believing, calibrating, and you need a certain degree of determination. Determination to challenge, to cross, and to come back. And that's very important. And want to keep in mind, see what area you can try, strive, and enjoy. And it could be in career, it could be in business, it could be anything. You need to see what are the limitations and what the worst thing that what you limit yourself to. You do not know until you test it. It's like taking part in speech contest, coming out to speak. So it's important. Life is about breaking limits and more limits. So either you believe in abundance or you believe in limitation. You think about abundance, you believe, you calibrate yourself, determine, I'll see you across the boundaries.
Very hot one. Right now we'll invite. Thank you, Lawrence, for the wonderful speech, inspiration. And now we're in Marshall.
Yeah, this was a speech about Lawrence. And what I liked about the speech about Lawrence was, first of all, his message. His message was about breaking the limits. He started off his speech very nice. He grabbed everyone's attention. When he had the video up here with his leg without his prosthetic, I looked around the room and everyone was amazed. Because Lawrence, you're right. Not a lot of people think that you have a prosthetic leg because you walk quite naturally. His whole message was inspirational. It told us to go beyond those things that may handicap us. Maybe even ourselves, we handicap ourselves. So that's what I got out of his message. But one thing that I got a little bit confused about, and I wasn't quite sure how it fit in, was when he occasionally talked about calibration. And he talked about calibration about 3 times in the speech, and I wasn't quite sure how breaking limits and calibration connected to each other. But all in all, when he delivered his speech, it was slow, it was comfortable, he used a lot of hand gestures, his voice inflection was great, and just his style in general was something that made us all want to listen to him. Now, I've seen him speak before. I know he's a powerful speaker. I know that every time he speaks, he gives us a message of hope that we can appreciate. And the fact that he showed us his prosthetic leg and showed us what he could have been, how he could have walked, told us not to limit ourselves, not to settle for something less than we should have. So all in all, it's a perfect speech. I love the vocal language. I love the variety. I love the opener. I love that he revealed to us something that could have been his limitation.
Lawrence, this is many times I've heard you. He's a very good speaker, right?
Yes.
Motivational, speaks to anybody understands. Now, what a big part of your speech has been vetted by Marshall. I will give you some suggestions for improvement. For this type of speech, you talk a lot about breaking limits. What we want to know is, in life, if you do not break your limits, what will life be? You don't even try breaking limits. That part, I think, was sorely missing, and the body was okay. The conclusion is, what will be your benefit, the real benefit to your life, if you do break limits, and how we can move on from there. This part, I think, the most efficient part has to come in to make the thing complete, like the problem, the solution, and the benefits. This part would be nice if you can put that in order. On the whole, you did speak well, your body language was there, engaging the audience, asking questions, and so forth. All was well done. Rhetorics also you have. The video was very good for opening. This is another way to grab the attention. What was the magic? This one, instead of coming out and ask a question. That was well done. So on the whole, I think you did a good speech, and we look forward to your